Hi guys, how are you today? Okay, I wanted to jump on here really quickly and give an update on the Shanquella Robinson case, basically talking about how Alysse Hyatt was confronted by a reporter and how Khalil Cooke and Nazeer Wiggins family is doing everything in their power to help them out. Let's start with Alysse Hyatt. Now, Alysse lives in High Point, North Carolina, and High Point itself is actually a very small town. Even though it's close to Greensboro, which has a bigger population, these are still small towns that we're talking about. So the word around town is the Hyatt family was already in deep mourning because Alysse's sister Anita lost her life a day before Shanquella. It was a DV situation in which her boyfriend shot her. So they already had that going on, and then here come Alysse getting into this Cabo 6 situation. It's also being reported that the family as a whole doesn't have a lot of money. This means that Alysse has to work. She works at a medical place called Iora with One Medical. It's like an urgent care type place. So she comes in contact with a lot of people on a daily basis. So I find it strange that she could work around a lot of people and didn't realize that somebody will recognize her. Or maybe it's a case that she's got to do what she's got to do for money. Nevertheless, someone tipped off WBTV News as to where she was, and this is what happened.
Tonight, as people nationwide continue to push for answers in the death of Shanquella Robinson, tonight, only on WBTV News at 11, we take a journey trying to uncover why this Charlotte 25-year-old woman was found dead in Mexico, and that journey led us to High Point. WBTV's Brandon Hamilton has been breaking developments in this case since last month. He tracked down one of the people reportedly with her on that trip to Cabo. Brandon, did you talk with them? What did you find out?
Sources tipped me off to where one of those friends on their trip with Shanquella could be, Molly. And yes, we spoke quickly, but our goal was simply to ask what happened to Shanquella Robinson. From Charlotte to High Point, North Carolina. We're headed to High Point to find one of the friends of Shanquella Robinson. We received a tip on an address, so we'll see if she is willing to talk. The goal of this trip was to ask the one question that is being asked around the country, as the death of this Charlotte 25-year-old has raised eyebrows nationwide. What we wanted to ask happened to Shanquella Robinson. WBTV photojournalist Noah Shun and I arrived in High Point around 4:30 on Monday afternoon to find one of the friends who was reportedly inside the hotel room with Shanquella in late October, when this viral video was taken. A source said the reported friend would be leaving work around 5 p.m. I was also given a name which we're not repeating because no person around Shanquella has yet to be charged in the United States. We haven't talked to any of the friends. Their numbers have been either disconnected, no one's answering at their home addresses. So we just simply want to know again what happened to Shanquella. Right at 5 o'clock. A woman fitting her description walked out of a business. I then approached her, and again, we're blurring her face because no charges have been filed. This is how our conversation went. Hi, I'm work for WBTV. We're just trying to figure out what happened to Shanquella. Any comment? She closed her car door and then drove off without answering anything. And Molly, our entire conversation was no more than 10 seconds.
Really, Alysse? Now you want to run and hide? And we know that's you, because if it wasn't you, any normal person would have said, I'm not Alysse. Don't confuse me with the Cabo 6. But you didn't say that. You ran like a coward. Now, a lot of people are describing Alysse's personality as kind of quiet, shy, and reserved. And they find it hard to believe that she's even involved with the Cabo 6. And my response to that is, listen, quiet people lie too, like when she sat there in front of Shanquella's mother's face and lied to her about what happened to her daughter. I mean, really, of all people, Alysse understands what it feels like to lose a loved one. You just lost your sister, so shame on you. Nevertheless, it looks like the walls are closing in on Alysse. She needs money. And remember, guys, I told you this. To go on the run, it costs a lot of money. She's out of money, which means she has to work, which means she needs to keep this job, and more than likely, she's not going to keep this job. Rumor has it that since this report came out, her job has been inundated with calls with people asking the medical center, how could they employ such a person? And to a lot of businesses, that could be looked at as a pure disruption. But not everybody thinks it's a good idea to call her job. Some people are saying the FBI are involved. We've got investigative reporters involved. Let them do their jobs. Stop trying to be internet detectives. And I get that too. If the FBI wanted her arrested, she would be arrested by now. And there's no doubt in my mind, they probably know where she is. But if everybody keeps calling her place of business, this could force her to go on the run or do something else to go into hiding. And then that's just an extra step for the FBI. The FBI who keeps telling us to chill, they're saying this is a marathon, not a race. Everyone calm down. We've got this. Now, let's move on to Nazeer Wiggins. Okay, so we all heard the rumors going around that his mother is going around saying that the FBI has cleared Nazeer in this case. Turns out that's not true. It's being reported that Nazeer actually went to the FBI himself and spoke with the agents without them going to him. And I'm going to assume that he did this to clear his name, just like he did when he put out that video. I'm thinking somehow he thinks if I can get there first, maybe I could clear my name. It doesn't work that way. Remember, there's a law called accessory, and you're going to have a hard time explaining the fact that you claim that you were not there when this all went down. You came the following day, even though there's evidence that proves otherwise. In other words, no matter how much you run to mommy and beg her to put false rumors out there, no matter what, she can't help you. Now let's move on to Khalil Cooke, aka the best friend. Rumors has it that he now has skipped town. And not only has he skipped town with his mother. Now, do you see why I'm saying that the walls are closing in on all of them? You can run, but you can't hide. Khalil, do you really think that if you leave town that no one's going to not recognize you? No matter where you go, you're still going to be Khalil Cooke. There's no getting away from that. Just ask Alysse Hyatt. Going on the run simply doesn't work unless you're rich. And even if you're rich, all you're doing is buying time. This case is international. Everyone knows who you guys are. You're the horrible Cabo Six. And let's not forget how much money it costs to go on the run. I don't care which one of the Cabo Six we're talking about. Eventually, they're all going to run out of money. And I'm thinking they're all out of money now, even if mom is footing the bill. These are working class people. They all have to work. Especially Khalil, he has to pay back that PPP loan. I mean, it sounds outrageous for mom to even try to help you skip town. I mean, if she really wanted to help, she would convince her son to tell the truth. Stand up to what he did, go back, talk to Shanquella's family, look them in the eye, and tell them the truth. So if she wants to coddle her son and act like he's not the biggest backstabber of all time, I guess that's her choice. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Also, if you haven't already hit the like button for this video, don't forget to do that. If you haven't already subscribed and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload, don't forget to do that. In the meantime, I'll meet you guys down in the comment section. We have a lot to talk about today. Until next time, bye for now.